Oh, hello, I'm Forrest Clark from Clark's Condensed, and today I'm going to do a quick review of the Motorola DROID Turbo that works on the Verizon network. I like a lot of things about this phone. It's a high-end, top-of-the-line phone, and I've been able to try it out the last few days. Unfortunately, since I don't have a Verizon SIM card or haven't been able to use all the Verizon features, which some of them sound pretty cool. Here's the phone right here. It has an interesting kind of mesh metal texture to it that almost makes me not want to put a case on it if I were to keep it. I think it comes in two colors, like a red metal and I think this might be the black metal. But it's definitely a unique textured body of a phone. And the body of the case of the phone is actually water repellent, which is nice to have. It's supposed to be pretty durable as well, scratch resistant, and it has Gorilla Glass on the front, which is the newest generation, which is good because those the old ones, the old smartphones used to break pretty easily. But one of the best features about this phone is the battery life. It has a 3900 milliamp battery, which is a lot bigger than other smartphones out there. And it says that you can charge it with this turbo charger, which is 15 watt. I think a lot of chargers are like 6 watts or something, but you can charge it for 15 minutes and it should give you 8 hours of battery life, which I think sounds about right from my experience. I was able to, one way I try to test a phone is I like to play like some games. Those seem to use up a lot of processing power, and I played a certain soccer game on here that uses a lot of the touch screen, and a lot of times using the touch screen a lot with graphics processing and everything can drain the battery pretty fast, but this seemed to do pretty well. I did not notice a dramatic decrease in the battery life as I was using it, which was good. It did get a little warmer, but that's just kind of like it wasn't too noticeable. But and the game was great. The resolution was really good, and it played really well, and the phone did really well otherwise. This phone actually has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 805 processor with a 2.7 gigahertz quad-core CPU and 3 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage. So it's definitely top of the line. I compared the speed to like some kind of normal computer, like laptop processor speeds that a lot of people would buy these days, and they seem pretty similar, so I don't know how they might compare, but it sounded like the speeds were comparable to like a laptop. But and I also like the storage space. My current phone doesn't have a lot of storage. I like a lot of things about it, it just doesn't have enough storage, and I can't add any more to it, which is kind of annoying. So this definitely would have plenty of space for me if I were to keep it. Another one of its impressive hardware features is this camera here is a 21 megapixel camera. It can shoot 4K video, which is like Hollywood movie level. Most people don't even have a TV or computer or device that can play 4K. The front has a front-facing camera as well, which is 2 megapixels, which is decent enough. It says it can take HD video. And one thing I liked about this phone is it said that if you just twist it twice with like this, if you're holding it, the camera will turn on. As you can see, kind of see me there maybe, that it did work. So that's just a little quick demonstration. And so the display has 565 ppi, like points per inch, which for the size of the screen, it makes it about 3.7 million pixels, which is a huge amount of pixels for a little screen like this. And it looks really good. You can see a little bit just the basic home screen here. And there's 3 infrared sensors and 1 receiver. As you get close to the phone, it can sense, and the time pops up, and there's other little notifications that'll pop up. And as well as if someone calls you, you can silence the phone by just waving your hand over it. Or if you have an alarm clock, you can just wave your hand over it, and it'll snooze for 10 minutes if you set it to that. Which I think is a cool feature. Kind of, I don't know. It worked. I think the distance is about 6 inches or less, so I can't do it too high. One of the last bits of hardware that I'll mention it says that there's 4 microphones. I don't really know where they are, but it's supposed to be helpful for HD calling, extra clear calling, as well as aiding it in recognizing your voice when you're trying to give it voice commands. It's supposed to be able to filter through kind of ambient noise pretty well, which I think that might be more of the software side of things that filters the noise out. Well, another feature is that you can set it so that it can tell if you're looking at the camera or not. It's called like a tinted display. So it won't go to sleep if you're looking at it, and if it knows that like you're not looking at it, it'll go to sleep more quickly to save battery life. And another feature that seemed interesting that I wasn't able to test out was it's a Motorola Connect. And so if you're in Chrome, since it's a Google operating systems and Google Android phone, if you get phone calls or text, you can have the Motorola Connect widget or plugin or something, and it'll tell you if someone's calling. You can answer the phone call through your computer, or you can ignore it, or you can reply to text and things like that, which I think was a cool feature. And there's some other cool features, but I think I hit some of the highlights, and I've liked it so far. It seems like a really nice phone with a lot of high-end specs, and that's it from Clark's Condensed. Thanks. Alright, this is Forrest Clark here with Clark's Condensed. I'm just going to do a quick unboxing and probably eventually more of a review of the DROID Turbo by Motorola that works with Verizon. It's a box jack. This is Jack asking me questions here. Alright, here's the box. Alright, so here's the phone. Yep, the phone. I'll show it a little bit closer. I don't know if you can see kind of texture there.
Hi, Mommy.
There's 2 LED lights right there. So it's got a unique look. You don't really see a lot with phones there. Okay, let's see what else is in here. Get to know your phone, conoce tu teléfono, global support information calling, Jack, buddy, tape here, some plastic. I think they have a turbo charger, I read. I think this is a higher wattage than most charger, and it charges about twice as fast. And I think they use some proprietary algorithm to make sure it doesn't damage the battery. Just one of their little secrets. That's a USB charging cable. I think that's about it for what's in the box. Alright, so just charger and a phone and some information. Woo! Explains how to set up your phone. So the phone turning on. Just plugged it in. What language? English? Should probably take off the little plastic.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, buddy.
Hello, Julie.
I'm just trying to show people this phone a little bit. There's a little plastic protection. Says it may take up to 5 minutes to activate this phone. So I got the phone on, and I've put in some of my account information, like Google stuff, to log in. So I'm just going to try out I got some new emails, I guess. Try out some of the features. This is where you can wave your hand over something to either turn off your alarm or to make the phone call stop ringing. I'll try to do it higher to see if it works. But I think about 6 inches, yeah, that's what it said. So I think I was above that the first time. But